Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For tracks, obviously. On the left.
He became steel resistant.
Here we go. Whew. People, this is what we do, little warm-ups. All right, let's see what's happening. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live session. Thank you very much for joining me. You're going live with IVE. This is where we connect everyone in the earth moving industry. I'm going to give you guys some shout outs as you are all joining. We have Sydney Rock Walls, Water Safe Refrigeration. Who else is on here? All Trim Earth Moving, Neilsy, Street Side Excavations. Coops is here, Jay Penham, Point Force, Ashton Lavering, Bailey Pastor, Steel Wrist, Mick. How you going? We've got people joining, very, very good. Thank you all for joining me on this Sunday, the 15th of June. Almost tax time. I've sent out a video last week, I think it was, about pre-tax meetings. So after our conversation last Sunday about pre-tax meetings, I thought I'd better do a quick video on that and post it up. So make sure you've gone and checked out that video on my YouTube channel. That is called Pre-Tax Meeting. We got, who else is on here? Brad Gillen, is it? Brett from TR Society, All About Dirt, how you going? All Access Earth Moving, ZE Breyer, A&M Contracting, how are you guys? Thank you all for joining, man. Moba's joined, BMG Earth Moving. Legends, everyone's here. In for another big night, big Sunday session. I apologise if you hear a car doing burnouts in the area. Somebody's obviously just bought a new car or testing it out, I don't know what, but for the last half an hour, all I could hear is this car coming up and down the street, doing burnouts, going crazy. So the joys of living in the West. There you go. Good evening, TR Society. How are you, man? We've got R. Gomez as well. All right, let's start, man. I'll start with this evening's shenanigans. Thank you all for joining me for starters. Sunday the 15th of June. Tonight I'm going to have Charlie from Little Bear Earthworks joining me to talk about his new purchase. Moba saying good evening. Hello. Mitchell Morgan saying hello as well. Hello. Yeah, so Charlie from Little Bear Earthworks is going to join me tonight to talk about his new purchase. If you are following him, you'll notice that he just picked up a Cat 306, I think is a 306. We've got to double check that when he comes on. And he also got a whole bunch of new attachments. So I'd be keen to hear why he purchased that machine, because I know he was looking at a few other ones. I'd be keen to go through the thought process behind his purchase and work out what some of his decision making was. All right, so that'll be him in a few minutes. So yeah, it's a 306. Coops is confirming. Yep, there you go. I've got to make sure I get that right. So yeah, we'll talk to him in a minute. I'll do a couple of formalities. Okay, and then we'll also answer other people's questions and see if there's time we'll get someone else on as well. So it's not a formal guest thing. We just thought we'll just get him to jump on and have a chat. Okay, formalities. Oh, yes, and don't forget to stick around to the end because I've got a massive announcement at the end of the program. So make sure you stick around if you want to hear what that announcement is, which will affect this whole thing. So make sure that you stick around to the end. Moba saying good evening. I think I already said that. Kiwi Civil Solutions, hello as well. Yes, formalities. Don't forget to list your business on the Earthworks Hub website. It's a business directory as well. So if you list your business on there, everyone can find you and use your services. So every week, anyone that's listed, I go through and pick a listing of the week. And this week's listing of the week is Brandy Systems in Doreen, Victoria. It's a small but flexible company with a large excavator, a 23-tonner, perfect for larger jobs, land clearing, ponds, dams, larger site carts, general earthworks, and just general bulking out. Comes with an experienced operator, like a GPS, mud bucket, tilt bucket, sorting bucket, a whole range of attachments, rock breaker, and you can help with all types of work. So thank you very much to Brandy Systems for listing on Earthworks Hub. If anyone needs to use their services, they're in Doreen in Victoria. Very, very good. If you want to also have the chance of getting your name read out, make sure that you're listing your business on there. Oh, Little Bear has joined, so I was just telling everyone that you're going to be the guest for this evening to talk about your new purchase. I just want to go through and hear about your thought processes on what made you purchase that and how you're finding it. Tilt Rotators Australia joins, Sam Tucker, EMP Trade Solutions as well. So I'm giving little shout outs to everyone as a bit of a thank you for jumping on. Big shout out to our platinum sponsor, that is Melbourne Tractors / Brisvegas Machinery, a major Cabelco dealer for all of your Australian, well, mainly in Queensland, Victoria, but also everywhere. So if you need a Cabelco, New Holland, ASV, anything like that, these are the guys for it. So thank you very much to Melbourne Tractors and Brisvegas, and also a big thank you to all our other sponsors who are listed at the end of this episode in the description. So and Moasure, I just saw Moasure on here earlier, so that's being one of them. And don't forget, you can use the discount codes to get yourself some good prices with these sponsors. So go on their websites. If they've got an online business, type in Earthworks Hub and you'll get a discount. If they haven't got one, just mention Earthworks Hub and they'll help you out. All right, so what is next? Let's have a look here. Speaking of sponsors, there we go. Speaking of sponsors, some big news for this week. I have a new gold partner or gold sponsor, Stucchi. So a lot of people don't know that they've even got this brand on their machine. So Stucchi are one of the major manufacturers of hose fittings, couplings, valves, and a whole range of other stuff. They're an Italian-based company. I'll have a video dropping soon where I talk to Matt from Stucchi and he explains some of the products that they sell. But if you look at your hammer hose fittings or your little quick couplers and your quick connectors for your hammers and stuff, a lot of times they'll be Stucchi and you won't even know it. So they are a gold sponsor now for Earthworks Hub. So thank you very much to Stucchi. I always used to say Stucchi, but it's actually Stucchi. There you go. Platinum Training's joined. Hello, Platinum Training. Roshi, is it? Roshi, Nick Robbo, thank you as well. All right, I will get Little Bear on. So while he is jumping on, I'll just tell you, like I said, some big news coming at the end. Make sure you stick around. And beautiful. Thank you very much for joining us.
All good, man. Good to see you. It's been a minute.
Man, I feel like it's been a while, actually. Yeah, it's been a long time. I think the last time I saw you was when you jumped on the show, just randomly, and I think your truck was broken down. Something happened.
Yeah, it's constant, man. That truck is yeah. Be cheaper to buy a second one.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Trucks,
bro.
They just suck the money out from you, man. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Oh, bad. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But apparently we're close to getting it fixed. We're chasing electrical gremlins and bits and pieces and sensors and this and that, and it's hard because I can't exactly give the truck up for a bit while it gets repaired. So I've got to kind of try and sneak in repairs here and there, but
yeah,
it's running. It's derating, but it's running. So I won't get a speeding ticket, so that's good.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes I had an old Hino Beavertail truck, and it had non-turbo, pretty old. And if you gave it too much for too long, it'd start to overheat. Didn't like it, so you had to like drive it at like 80, 90 k's an hour max.
Yeah.
And it was actually good because I said none of my guys will ever get a fine in that. And I always said to them, if you manage to get a fine in this thing, I'll actually pay the fine for you because you should not be able to get over the speed limit with that.
Is that same offer for me if I get a fine in my truck?
Yeah, no. Yeah, it can't be a 60 zone. It has to be 100. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, it'll even when it's empty, it'll be doing like, it'll shift down to basically first. It'll just be doing like 20 k's up a hill, real brutal.
Oh man, yeah, I remember that when I had mine. And as soon as you have a bit of an incline, that's it, man. You're like holding up traffic. Everyone's beeping at you. It's like,
yeah, pretty much. I mean, people figure it's an older truck, so people sort of. I don't really get a lot of abuse so much. It's just I know people are like going, "Oh man, just get out of the way," and you feel bad.
Yeah.
It gives me.
That's true.
Yeah, it gives me the shits. But yeah, man. Other than that, everything's going pretty good. I did my back last week, so I'm pretty sore, but you know, that's part of it as well.
The joys,
Got to
man. The
keep
joys.
working.
Yeah.
I was walking like on this angle so bad. I couldn't straighten up. My wife was like literally just laughing at me. I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was very
It's
supportive, but very yeah, enjoying it. I think a bit too much.
yeah, the old back issues, man. That's what our industry does, man. It just ruins your back sometimes, I'll tell you.
Yeah, literally.
Crazy.
Oh, it was so sore. I couldn't even connect my hydraulics,
Yeah.
so I couldn't handle any downward pressure on my spine at all. Um,
Far out.
so I was trying to like put the grab back on, and put the put the machine in the truck,
Yeah.
and yeah, just trying to lift the ramps and trying to do. Oh, bro, it was brutal. But
Man, that's
yeah,
crazy.
I got it done because I had to go home. So so I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have much choice, did I?
No. That's what it is, but yeah, I think what it does though, I'll tell you why, our industry makes it so that you don't really have a choice. If you're sick or if you're sore, you still got to go to work, man. At the end of the day, you can't
Yeah,
just, especially when it's your own business too, man. You really can't
yeah. Well,
sort of.
that's it. Like, yeah, you've got to be like a combination of like stupid and passionate to run your business.
Yeah.
If you don't enjoy it and you're also like, you know, smart enough to look after yourself, you won't have a chance.
Yeah.
You
So
gotta treat yourself like absolute garbage
yeah.
sometimes,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. But
It's
yeah,
true.
didn't I? Oh yeah, I messaged you this week as well. Podcast topic because I was raging about people wanting more for less, but like paying full price at billion-dollar businesses. I was like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
great. I was,
Yes. No,
my
well, we
I
started
had a
talking
store
about
back, and then people were nickel and diming me. I was just like, "You're going to go to a billion-dollar business and pay full freight and be thankful for it." And then me, the small business, you're going to be like, you know, wanting discounts and stuff. I was just like, "Bro, such a bad week." I was
yeah.
so over it dude, by the end.
I had a feeling. I was like, I bet he's been copping it all week. So, because
Oh
I
man,
remember he messaged me saying, "Can we talk about this?" So I was like, "Yeah, let's do it, man." Yeah,
yeah, I
let's
had the
do it.
shit back. Well, because also like I had a few jobs get delayed, like, and then it hadn't rained for 8 months, and then those jobs are ready to go, and then it rains, and I'm like, bro. And then, you know, like the customers are pretty understanding, but like they're also letting me know they want to get it done kind of thing. So like I was pretty frustrated because I was like, I waited for your builder
Yep.
and now it rains. Like I can't, you know, like I want to get your job done. I had to say to him, I was like, man, like I want to get your job done because I want you to pay me.
Yeah.
like, like
That's
so I
right.
want it. I want to finish it. I really want to do a good job and I want to finish it. But I really want your money too. So like I'm very incentivized to finish the job. Like don't stress. I'll do it as fast as I can.
Yeah.
But if it's too wet, I can't do anything. You know,
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
way it is
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's tough, man. It's tough. Like you say, you turn up with it's a constant thing. We always say you turn up with $500,000 worth of equipment, and they're trying to bargain with you and get you down and that. But they go into like fantastic furniture, or I don't know, they'll go into one of those furniture shops or Bunnings or
Yeah,
anywhere and just pay full price and just do it and just go. Yeah, like whatever it
yeah,
is.
yeah. Yeah, I got the shit, and I was like being really passive aggressive with one bloke because he had this long driveway, and he was like, There's another quote that was 6 grand cheaper, and in my brain I said, look. In my brain, I was like, I don't think that quote's going to be like quoting the same amount of work as me because I'm not normally that far out. And then I said, look, just send me his quote. Just let me have a look. I said, if you want, you can crop all the details out of it. Just send me. And he was doing like way less work than I was doing. I was doing like all the spoon drains down the side, recrowning it, fully reshaping it. This guy was just going to kind of like shave the dodgy areas and then put topping on it straight away. I was like, well, if you want to spend that money and put topping on it and have it all wash away, that's fine. He's like, could you lower the price a bit? I said, yeah, that's fine. Like, we don't have to start your driveway for like the first 50 meters out of the 200, and then it'll be about 20% less. And he's
Yeah,
like, oh no, like I want the full driveway. And I was like,
yeah,
oh, okay, well then it'll be this price.
yeah.
I was
That's
just
it.
like,
Yeah,
oh, I just can't, bro. I was like, quantity is quantity, and like meterage is meterage, and you know, he's this massive driveway, massive fall, like a couple hundred meters long. I'm like, mate, I said, feel free, like spend less, but yeah, if you want to not have all your toppings just wash down the hill, then maybe do it the right way.
yeah. It's hard, man. It's hard, yeah, because customers are always happy to try and look. I have to say, man, I always say this story. Before I got into
Oh, the
excavating, I had no
front
idea.
yard,
Yeah, the front yard when
great.
when the
Yeah,
guy came. Yeah, I always say that one, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I feel so bad, man. I wish I could call that guy one day and say, you know
Bro,
what,
it's
man, I'm
true
so
though.
sorry.
You're like, really? Like this much money for this? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't even much. He was like, I wanted him to dig out. So for anyone that doesn't
Yeah.
know,
Tell us that.
I got some work done. No, I was doing some, yeah, I was building a unit next door to my house, and then while the guy was there working for the builder, digging out stuff with his bobcat, I said, oh, while you're here, can you just dig out my nature strip for me so I can put topsoil in there and lawn? And he's like, yeah, it's going to be $200. And I was like, $200? I go,
Yeah.
what the hell? It's only going to take you 5 seconds. You're already here. And he's like, oh well, oh yeah. And then I remember he did it, and I paid him, and then he left like a little bit around the curb, like obviously he didn't want to chip it, so he left a little bit around
Yeah.
there. And I was cursing him, going, I just paid you, man, $200 for this shit. Now if somebody asked me to do that for $200, I'd be like, get out of here,
Yeah.
man, no chance.
Nah.
So I feel bad, but yeah, when you're not in it, you don't know. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You don't
Day
know.
rate or nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true, man. That's true.
No, I know. It's hard. Like I had a post a little while ago where I do free horse burials, but only local in my area. And I had someone call and they were well out of the area and they started getting really like, oh, but you do it for free. I'm like, yeah, but not that far.
Yeah,
Oh, well, what am I supposed to do? I said either pay or get someone local. I don't know. But like,
yeah,
so I got off the phone to my wife. I was like, and she was like, maybe you should like edit your post and say like, only within this many kilometers. And I was like, yeah, but like God, yeah, like I just said within the local area, and it's something we do as like a favor because I just thought it was like a nice thing to do, and I'm happy to do it locally, but
yeah,
bro, like an hour and a half each way for
yeah. You
free,
gotta. Yeah,
forget it.
no, some people, it's wording can be so difficult to have on your stuff. If you word something and don't, like you say, don't put like a limit on there,
I still
people
said,
think,
yeah, I said local, but also, look, at the end of the day, and this is what I said. So I said to my wife, I said, end of the day, I own the business. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like, sorry
yeah,
for the language, but yeah, I can do whatever I want.
yeah, sure.
You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's me. You're probably gonna have to put explicit on it anyway.
That's all I
Uh,
do. I always put
yeah,
explicit on all of it. Yeah, I do.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Just in
but yeah,
case.
no, I was just like, no, like if someone wants to, you know what, I can't wait for a bad Google review going like, we wanted a free burial and he didn't do it. I can't wait to reply to that.
I
Yeah,
don't know, man. I don't even reply anymore. When I have someone that has no common sense, I just can't be bothered, man. I just don't even
yeah,
respond anymore. I'm like, no waste my time. Oh. Anyway,
yeah.
anyway.
It's part of
Well,
growing up.
it is, it
Yeah,
is. What we're here for is the big news, the really, really big news. You have purchased yourself a new machine.
yeah,
And I was really keen to get you on and let's talk about the machine itself first, like, what it is and everything and what else you got, because I know you got some other stuff with it, attachments and that.
yeah.
But also I wanted to work out and listen to your thoughts so other people can learn from it too, I suppose, on how you decided which machine to get, because I know you're looking at different ones. I mean, we don't
Yeah,
have
it
to name.
was for a
Yeah, we
while.
don't have to.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't have to name brands and all that too. It doesn't matter. But like, we just what
Just
was the
just
thought
for everyone,
behind? Huh?
Ivan telling me don't name brands. That's Ivan saying don't get me kicked
Yeah,
out of like the next DDT for having you on here
yeah, that's
hitting on
right.
somebody.
What do you want
No.
to do for?
I'll be a good boy.
You know what? It
Yeah,
doesn't
sure, man.
matter. You say it. Yeah. So what have you got? Tell us what you got
Yeah.
first.
So I bought a Cat 306, the next gen model. So technically, so with the tilt hitch and a bucket and a 200 kilo counterweight, like it's more like 7.5 tons. So the 306, I think its normal weight is like 7,100 kilos,
Oh,
but it's a
that's so heavy.
306. Like so it's pretty big and heavy. But I just thought it was just the best thing, and it was actually really well priced for not just for cat, but just in general. It was cheaper than a lot of other brands. I did some extra things and bits and pieces. I'm happy to go into that, but like
Mm.
honestly, a big part of the story, and like I don't know if we cut any of this up, but I'll be tagging him in it. Josh Purchase from William Adams. I've said many times that I had, what's Marshall contracting on about?
Oh, he's saying.
Well.
Yeah. Well. He's saying. Yeah.
Um,
What you bought? Yeah.
yeah, who's
Yeah.
he going to put his he's going to put his foot in his mouth over who next?
Yeah.
Um, no, like so this guy Josh, my first machine was a Cat 3 or 1.7. So it was my first ever excavator that I bought was a 1.7 Cat. I actually wanted a 2.5 ton machine, and I can say this, the turd that worked at the Geelong place, he's now not working there. I'm I'm convinced, and I've been kind of, told that that's pretty much what happened, is that he wanted to sell that particular excavator. So he talked me into a different one that I wanted. And like, I still made the choice, but I also was pretty pissed off. Anyway, anytime I had a problem with that thing when it was in warranty, it was fantastic, right? And then I sold that machine to my good friend Luke, who runs another company with that machine, Rigid Earthworks. But the second thing I bought was a skid steer, like not a posi track, like a Bobcat style skid steer. So that was a Cat as well. It was a 2.5 ton Cat 226. And then you're getting spotted.
I've got a grill here. It's burning my head, man.
Yeah, I just turned mine off.
Yeah, it's burning my whole head, man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I noticed, I don't know, if you go back at the start, I was like wiping the sweat off my too hot. Yeah, no, so the second machine I got, because I just had when I started my business, it was a 1.7 tonner with a 3017 on a trailer. And then because I had the Ford Ranger, I was like, I need 3.5 towing. So I got a 2.5 ton wheeled skid steer. But I bought that from a other company, and I only had like 6 hours. It was unused stock, but I didn't realize it only had a 1-year warranty, not the standard 3-year warranty.
Mm-hmm.
And at like 13 months, that thing blew a solenoid. And Cat basically, William Adams, there was this whole big like kerfuffle about like, I didn't realize it was out of warranty, but then I asked for field service to come and help me because I thought it was in warranty. So I was like, obviously this is a warranty thing. The right stick just wasn't moving, right? So I couldn't even open the door. Like the arm was up. And so I was like, this is ridiculous. And then they came out, didn't fix it. I got stung like $1,000 for like travel plus 2 hours of diagnostics, even though they didn't fix it. Then I had to take it into William Adams, and it was another $1,000 to fix a $50 solenoid or relay, sorry. And so I was pretty like upset by that. Now, prior to that, Josh Purchase, who's a sales guy from William Adams, has connected with me after that guy who sold me my first machine quit. And he goes, oh, I see that you've got your 3017, and that guy's quit. Like, I'm a sales guy. He sort of just like became my person of contact there and just said like, oh, no one's looking after you. I'll look after you. If you need anything, just give me a call. And we've become quite good friends and stuff. And then he helped me out with all that skid steer stuff, all that, billing that I was pissed off about. And because my thing was, it was like 1 month out of warranty. I understand it was out of warranty. Fair enough. But like 1 month and it was a relay and I'm paying like the better part of $2,000. I was like, I don't know. I felt bad about it. So anyway, he got that resolved and like it wasn't his sale. Like he didn't have to do that. And then so anyway, fast forward a little bit. I've said many times to him, like, work anywhere else and I'll buy a machine from you. Because I was like, why can't you work at X or Y or Z? I said, I'm so cranky with William Adams Cat. I'm so cranky. And I was really like a bitch about it. And so anyway, he just hung in there with me and he basically was like talking to me back and forth. And when I started looking at 600s, I was looking at, what did I look at? I looked at Takeuchi, I looked at Hitachi, I looked at Sany, I looked at I think Hyundai as well, but they have the older one in Australia, not the new one yet. I looked at like a lot anyway, and I was like, I went and sat in a few and blah, blah, blah. And then I just messaged Josh, I was like, Cat 306. And he's like, how big's your truck? Because this is pretty big for a 6-tonner. I was like, all right, well, I've got 2100. It goes, and I got like 2100, and then it goes up, and then the bin. Yeah. So I've got like the little returns. And he's like, it'll just fit, I think. And so I was like, all right, because I've always sort of felt like get the biggest machine you can get on the job. Like, so I've had the 3.5 ton Yanmar. Oh, Yanmar was the other one I looked at. 3.5 ton Yanmar I've had, and I've been like happy with some things, not great with others. And anyway, so I just got talking to him, and his price on the 306 was, in my head, I thought it was going to be a lot more than most other brands. That's typically like Cat's like 10, 20% more expensive. It was less than some other brands, including GSC, like less. And I was like, that's really interesting. And then I started looking into like what Cat also can offer. So like Cat has like ease of use systems, which will put e-fences there that actually not only like make a sound in the cab, they'll stop your boom moving. Like it stops the excavator. You can have basically a full 2D system installed in the machine on the normal screen. You can put all your buckets in the same as a lot of other 2D systems. And I was like, well, that's really interesting. And I sat down with Josh anyway after getting the quote, and he goes, the first thing he did, my son's called Teddy. The first thing he did, he goes, how's Teddy? He's probably 3 in a couple of weeks, isn't he? And I went, oh, you bastard. You
Obviously done some
bastard.
research.
Yeah.
Crack.
I was like, you, but like, I was
Good
like,
salesman.
okay, all right. And then,
Yeah.
no, and honestly, he's like a really good friend. Like he, he's just a good bloke, really easy to talk to. And so yeah, we ended up deciding on a Cat 306 full everything package, whatever. It's got like all tier 1 spec stuff. I got all the advanced screen, all the ease of use stuff. The other thing it has is a heated seat with air suspension, which is normally like bigger machines have air suspension. And I'm like, pretty chubby, so I was like, air suspension's good for this, my thick rig. And then, yeah, it was just all the other Cat stuff. Like, there's a thing where you can press a button on the left stick and drive it like a Bobcat. It's got stick steer mode. It's got cruise control. There's standard stick over the long stick because I've got a tilt hitch. That was so Mitchell Morgan just said, why do you go for standard stick over long stick? Yeah, so standard stick because I've got a counterweight. I got the counterweight as well because I obviously getting the tilt hitch as well. So as well. And yeah, standard stick. The long one, like with the longer stick, I would have put the bucket through my own face in the cab on like day one. Like the other thing is the hydraulics are so fast and responsive. Like it's like a video game. Like they're so quick. And if you're not careful, like I had to get really used to just slowing myself down a fair bit. But again, you can in the panel you can adjust all that shit. You can say boom, the stick, the what am I talking about? The bucket, the boom, the stick. You can say like fast, medium, and slow.
Yeah.
Did I get burst valves? I don't know. I'll have to check.
Probably does. A lot of them are coming out standard. I think it might.
I
can't remember.
I will be able to
picture,
find the invoice and I can tell you while we're looking it up.
It might, even on the picture, maybe it might tell. Yeah. I've turned off my.
The other thing I did as well, being that previously any machine I've had that went through Cat with William Adams, anything in warranty I had an incredibly good experience. With the warranty, I think it came with like a 12-month like unlimited warranty, and then like something like it was like 3 years, 6,000 hour or something like that limited warranty. But I got a way longer warranty and other stuff as well. Apparently they don't have them standard.
Yeah, I was just looking at a picture of it. I can't seem to see them on there. Well, I can't see the other side, so it's a bit hard. And it's usually
okay.
I can't really see. I don't know. It might help. I'm not sure. Yeah, but maybe if it's not standard, maybe not.
Should I go get them? I don't know.
No, don't know. It's only really if you're lifting a lot of stuff. If you're doing a lot of lifting and that's mainly what it's for. So
well, I lift rocks and stuff, but they're not like stupidly big. So
yeah,
it's all right, mate. Hoses burst. I'll just get another hose. Whatever.
That's it, man. That's it. Oh, anyway.
All right. Well, I will ask them though, because if they're not standard, I'm going to be like, I did ask for those.
Yeah. See, Earthworks is saying he's got some heavy balls. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, just in
case,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I might lift some heavy balls one day too. So.
I know they mainly look for it. Oh, there you go. ADM just answered that. I was going to say the same thing. They on tier 1 sites and that they don't let you lift unless you've got anti-burst valves. It's more if you're lifting pits and stuff around people and that. But I think
okay. Look, to be honest, I wear Crocs, so I probably won't get on a tier 1 site.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to get paid in 30 days, so I also avoid those tier 1 sites as much as I can.
Yeah.
I do so much private work that, touch wood, like I'm really, really lucky. Like I don't know if I'm gonna. I got no, the switches are in a bad spot. Always get knocked off. Oh, okay. I don't know. I asked them for tier 1, so if that's required on tier 1, I probably could actually have a smash Adam.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, they might. It might actually have it then. Yeah, you never know.
I said I want all that. I just said, like, give me all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
literally what I need.
Yeah.
If not,
Like sometimes they call it like a mine spec or tier 1 spec or whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
what was some of the other things that you got? So I know you got a whole bunch of other attachments, some pretty cool ones, man. Like with your
okay,
name
so
and stuff on them. Yeah.
I'm looking now. Hang on 2 seconds.
Go
So,
for it. Go there. Yeah.
drain ecology sticks down standard, whatever. Piece of use, blah, blah. No, it doesn't say anything about that, but I will ask, because I did ask them to install all that other shit. So
Mm, there you go. Yeah,
maybe it's in there. I don't know. Would they have would they have a line item on the actual order, like on my invoice for that? Like, is there something? Does anyone know about how Cat does their invoicing? It's all like MS DOS style.
it might have. It might have
Yeah,
a line item for it. Yeah.
there's grain.
Ashton will probably know
It
from
just
Komatsu. Does Komatsu do that? Ashton will probably know. Yeah. If they separate. Oh yeah, Marshall
yeah,
contracting saying yeah, it
well,
should
okay.
be listed. Yeah.
Lines boom,
Yeah.
lines stick standard with second auxiliary. Yeah.
Yeah. And even
Um,
Jack's saying it should be. Yeah. Even
last
Axel
page.
as well. Last page and invoice added option.
Yeah, I don't think I got it.
Maybe not. Yeah, there you go. Now you can ask him anyway. Write that down. There you go. Write it
Yeah,
down.
I will.
Hit him up. Hit him up tomorrow.
I'll
So
tell you what.
yeah, extra.
Here's something that he did that was really cool. This is another thing Josh did. Is he out it because I said I wanted a tilt hitch, right? ADM's been through it. Well, shit, I probably should have called you. He's
Yeah.
quite a fastidious fella. There's nothing
Yeah.
he'd miss actually. Yeah. But yeah, no, like so when I was talking to Josh at William Adams about this as well, I said, look, I'll probably just go an elite tilt hitch like what I've got on the Yanmar. He actually looked at Elite's website and looked at their like testimonials page, and my testimonial from Little Bear Earthworks was on their website quite. I think it was like the first one or something on their website. So he's called them, and he said it's a 4-month wait to get them installed from factory. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to get an angle blade, but I didn't want to wait to get it to get it from factory either. So I don't have an angle blade. So yeah. Anyway, so he called Elite Attachments and said, hey, that person on your website that's the first review on there, can you give him the new model, the Rotolock Plus, that's not like fully released yet? And they're like, yeah, we will. So I've also got that. But he called and got me like an influencer deal from Elite. He's going like, here's your review, like give him that thing. And bro, it's really cool. I don't know if you've seen it at DDT or not, but it's got like, instead of like just like there's a cup and then like a long tongue that just sort of goes in and out as one feet. This is a 2-stage thing. So it's got like a little like clip out thing that like in front of the first pin, there's like a little lock.
Yep.
And then there's also the cup that moves at the back. So this thing just like clicks out and that clicks out. It's all in one. And you can like drop your bucket and pick it up so fast, like probably a third of the time or less. Like it's really cool.
Yeah.
So I got all the, so that was that. And then I got obviously sign writing, and then I got buckets too. Got a lot of buckets, a lot of attachments.
Tell us about those, man. Yeah.
My boy Justin, I don't know if Limitless is in here or Simonic. So I've been talking to Justin from Limitless a little while about it, Justin Collins. Bro, I had other opportunities to get discounts from other bucket companies and stuff like that, but bro, his service is unreal. And also like he will customize anything, and he charges like he put custom little bear logos on them. He like, dude, I went back and forth with him, man, 25 30 times with just different things. So I'll run you through what I got.
Yes.
So I got a standard like bucket kit. So I got a 1200 muddy, I got a 600 GP, but then we changed that to a 900 GP. That was Simonic. That was his recommendation, and that thing is a monster. I've got a gummy bucket, a 300. I've got a 450. I've got the Ripper. I've got the 1200 sieve bucket with teeth. I've got a grading beam. I've got a 5-ton hydraulic grab. I've got a 3.5-ton rock breaker for the little Yanmar. And then I've also got a broom as well. And all of that was 10 grand cheaper than the next cheapest person. And that person was like offering me a discount.
Wow, there you go.
And that's like all delivered to Cat in Laverton for me from Queensland. Like, and he just, dude, he's so good to deal with. Like, but like, the geometry of his buckets, like, you know, I had one person who was like, yeah, but you know, they're made overseas and stuff. I'm like, I don't care where they're made because they're checked here. Yeah. Like, it all comes through Justin. It all comes through him. So it's like the quality control. I said, like also I'm part Chinese, so like I don't know what you're saying. But yeah, he was like, oh, you know, like good luck with getting like parts really quick and easy and stuff. I'm like, mate, I've had a grab before, and when I've got the Instant Mikado grab for the little machine, I was like, those guys put a RAM on a plane on like December 22nd one year, and it was there the next day at my house in Melbourne. Like, it's so global now. I was like, this is fine. And then, yeah, with Justin, like, you can literally draw him like some gnarly picture and he'll make you an attachment. Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous. And he's so well priced, man. It's unbelievable. And he puts his prices online like a legend, you know? And I don't know, man. It was really easy to deal with that. And the fact that he's like willing to customize everything. A lot of people are a bit scared of customizing stuff as well, but he's willing to customize anything. Like, I'm not joking, like anything. He'll do whatever you want, you know? Yeah. So I
love how you got Little Bear etched into them all. That looks really good, yeah.
Yeah, he even sent me a couple of extra plates. He goes, and this is the other thing I got to say as well. A lot of reps, dude, who sell machines or attachments or whatever, like, some of them aren't really like, and like, I don't care that they're not operators, but a lot of them haven't actually just used other people's stuff, right? A lot of people, and they're just like, oh, but you know, it's this, it's that. It's like, yeah, but you, like, their sales pitch is shitting on someone else. Yeah. Like you're not going to pick up a chick if you like talk about nothing but how crap her ex was. You're just going to sound like a wanker, you know? Like, so all the other, and that's one thing as well. Josh purchased from William Adams, bro. He doesn't. He's like, yep, this is a good machine. That's a good machine. Like, they do really good work. This, that, you know, like, they're just confident in their product and they don't have to shit on everybody to make themselves feel good. And that was the other thing that I was just like, bro, like, everyone that I'm working, everyone I'm working with, bro, like, they're really, 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 like, you know, yeah, they're not crapping on everybody just to get a sale. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And
that's true.
So, and Justin gave me a couple of those laser cut Little Bear logos. He's like, dude, if you buy someone else's attachment, just whack that on there anyway, like, just so you have your Little Bear logo on their attachments as well. I was like, that's rad. Like, he didn't say put a Limitless one on there. He just said put your one on. You know? Yeah. I was like, that's pretty sick. You know. And then obviously I got the machine wrapped as well. That was a few grand, but I'm pretty happy with the wrap. I think it looks pretty ridiculous.
Good, man. I'm just looking at the picture while we're chatting. I remember when we did one of our marketing matters, you said that. Just cover your machine because no one cares what brand it is. I remember
no
you
one
said
gives
that
a
because they just want to know who you want them to know who you are, not who you bought the machine from. So have yourself all over it, and that's what you've done, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. I was going to try and like show the pictures of it or whatever, but I don't really have a way to do that. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe if you want to, we'll post it up or whatever.
Yeah, when I upload it, I should be able to put some pictures in. Yeah.
So we even put at Little Bear Earthworks, like my Instagram tag. We put it on the front of the blade of the machine just for the first week. I just wanted to get some content of me pushing stuff, and I just had the you know, I already had a guy DM me like, that's obviously gonna rub off, bro. Yeah. Like, yeah, I know, man. Ridiculous, yeah, obviously, but it looks sick.
Yeah,
like, that's like people get hand tattoos, man. They fade. I got a lip tattoo. That fades. You know.
Yeah.
It says mate.
There you go. What does it say in there? My name was it? No.
Yeah, Ivan.
Yeah.
It says mate.
Mate.
But yeah, no, it was just funny to me, bro, because I was like
Yeah.
look, most people are happy when you get a new machine. Most people are really supportive. But there's always those wankers, man. They're, oh, good luck, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
why didn't you get it? You got that. Why didn't you get this?
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Or why
Yeah.
didn't you get burst valves? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, no, that was a
uh,
fair question.
that's it.
No,
Oh,
but like,
Atacama's joined. He's a bit of a cat man. He'll be able to give
hey,
his opinions on the 306 as well. Yeah. There you go.
Atacama is a legend as well. He's my inspiration for wanting a hook truck.
There you go. There you go, man.
All I want his setup so bad. Him and Dirt Surgeon, you know, they got the hook lift, so just drop the machine off.
Yeah.
I was talking to a buddy of mine who can drive trucks. So I was like, because my truck's being such a pain in the ass, I showed him Atacama and I showed him Dirt Surgeon and some other boys overseas that have hook trucks. And I was like, if we got a hook truck and you did all the floating and did all this, and then I started looking at them and I was just like, oh, it's possible.
Yeah.
It is possible. It would be so
My
rad too.
my mate Jason has one, and he loves it, man. He does. He drops off
Yeah,
the machine with it,
yeah,
leaves the bin there, leaves the bin somewhere,
yeah,
does stuff, comes back, and he's doing everything with that thing. He
yeah.
loves
I
it.
mean, you've got like the options for doing bins, but also like you just need like a flat tray if you want. You can a couple of low bins, and you're just golden. Like it's so
Yeah.
good. So yeah,
Yeah.
I fully want one. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Um, JJH saying it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
no,
nice.
I was again Masson Ranger Signs. They're up near up near me, and they're just so good. They've been so
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah.
Marshall,
'Cause they did
you
drop.
reckon the long arm's better?
Hey, you know what I found, but when I was getting a 305, I was going to get the 305, 3055, sorry, yeah,
Hmm.
a while back. And when they were quoting me up, and as soon as I mentioned that I want to put a tilting hitch on there, they wouldn't let me get a long arm. They were like, "No, we won't give you a tilt hitch with a long arm." That's what they were trying to tell me, unless they were trying to sell it. But they were like, "No, with a tilting hitch, we only do the short arms." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And that was
'Cause
back.
I think you get another. I think you get what's it called? Yeah, Atacama saying for a one man show, hook bin truck is the go. Makes your life so much easier. Oh hell yeah, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and Marshall got that set up. He got the long arm with the tilt.
Yeah, it's funny. Maybe my rep was doing what your first one was doing, trying to get me to buy the
I
one.
also
Because
probably don't
it's
want to
not.
set you up with, yeah, well, the thing is, like, I could probably crowd in my hitch now and put it through the window if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing, the boom swing on these are unreal.
How you going? Getting used to doing it on the thumb instead of with your foot pedal.
Love it, bro.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah,
Love it. When people were talking to me about foot pedals, I was like, bro, I'm not even traveling with my foot anymore. I've got this fucking joystick.
yeah,
I was like, this is, oh my God, you know.
yeah. I was in a Cat 305 the other day.
Put
Um,
stick steering on?
yeah, nah, he didn't have it. It's an old
No.
one. It's
Oh,
a
the old one?
305E.
Yeah.
But just having the
Oh,
swing
this,
on the
yeah,
thumb
yeah,
controls, it was so confusing because my foot kept looking for the pedal always, and I was like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I kept bloody
Yeah,
trying to remember
your
what to
feet are like
press.
the, yeah, you don't know what to do with your feet.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
but yeah, yeah. But
Uh,
the no, you know, so what's interesting, so with my Yanmar, it's side to side, but with the cat it's up and down.
yeah,
So like on the left stick, obviously I've got uh either the boom swing or tilt, and you just press a button on there to change each one. And then on the
yeah.
right one it's just auxiliary. So
Uh-huh.
it's a good setup because you can tilt and do the grab as well, but you've got to remember, and I can see it, like I could see how it could be a problem, like if you're like next to a house and you got to like tilt your bucket and smash your arm into the house, you know.
Yes, because that
So
button, yeah,
you
you
might
might still be in
not, yeah.
you
So
might be in swing mode, not tilt. So you think you're
yeah, so
tilting, and
like
it
you've
just
got to
goes.
be, yeah,
Yeah,
you got to be pretty careful there. But I mean, if I was a cat rep, I'd be saying yes, but you have the eFence software on there too, and you could
yeah,
program
yeah,
that in because we all have 45 seconds before we do everything all the time.
yeah. That's
We can
right.
go in and press it. You know, I definitely think I'll use all these features for sure, but I don't think I'll use them all the time because that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
You can't do that.
you can't, man. You
But yeah,
can't.
um,
Yeah.
Brett from
Atacama saying cycle times is way better with the swing on the joystick, way more
yeah,
accurate and gives you a chance to track and
he,
swing. That's what I was saying on the Cat
he's right about the
305.
tracking, yeah, and swinging.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
didn't
so much better
affect.
hydraulics.
It didn't affect it, man. And yeah, I was tracking in that old 305 and swinging the boom while I was bringing it back around, and
Yeah.
no effect. It just kept going. Yeah.
When you're in stick steer mode, that same wheel spins the whole house as well. That's sick.
That's crazy.
Just before that, Brett from Silverius was saying for a long arm, it depends what you want to achieve. Extra reach is good for forks. It is, yeah, for sure. I just think that like you'd get, like I've got the tilt rotator. One day I will. And Brett and I are talking about that. No, for the tilt hitch, and then let's say I put a hydraulic grab on that as well, and I've got a rock in it. If I'm pretty far out, it's already going to get pretty wobbly with a short stick. I don't really want to get that much further. I think it was like 300 mil or something. I don't think it was. And that would still, as you swing and whatever, like 300 mil can be quite a lot. But like I don't think I needed it, to be fair.
You know what I'm thinking as well? If your arm is long and you're carrying that machine in a tip truck,
bro,
and
I can almost not fit it.
Yeah, that's
I can almost.
Going to be longer. Yeah.
No, but what do you know about my truck? That's different to other truck.
Well, yours is long, but even the height.
I got a 6 meter bin, bro, and I'm like just making it.
Hey, did you know that Earthworks Hub is more than just a podcast? On our website, you can advertise your business in the directory, see the latest news, and get discounts from our partners. You can also become a member on our Patreon, where you'll enjoy podcasts with video, exclusive content and behind the scenes, webinars, and chat with other members in the forums. For more info, go to www.earthworkshub.com.au.
Because
every other tip
it's so boxy, the machine's so boxy. I've already scratched some of the sticker work because I've gone to like slew it over, because you either have to have the door open or you can't open it. Like, so the door's fully open in the truck, or it's fully shut, but then you've got to actually touch the bodywork on the side of the truck just a little bit, just to squeeze my fat ass out the door, because I can't quite, and the machine's got to be right over the side. So that it's so like marginal. Brett can adapt the roller of the joystick to be the swings. If you need a tilt rotator, just need to buy an actuator. Oh, sick. Okay.
There you go.
So I think you can, like, that, you know what? Like, I was looking on, I think it was someone in Europe, but his setup for his tilt rotator was so ridiculous. They had, loading trucks, the short stick is really good for that.
Yeah. Jack Healy saying that. Yeah. Yep.
It's so good. But yeah, no, with the, Encon or tilt rotator or whatever, steel wrist, setup, I saw another guy doing actual, stick steer mode with another machine. And you can control the blade as well. Yeah, it's pretty cool what you can program into those. Be nice if you could program one to, make you some extra money so you could pay for the fucking thing. No, I'm just joking.
Oh man, I'll tell you what.
That's my next thing. I'll save up. I'll sell the 3.5 tonner, and then I'll probably immediately just get a tilt rotator.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you the next question. Yeah. What are your plans with the other machines? I suppose if you've got one body and
don't go bankrupt.
Yeah. That's right.
So,
what are your plans, man?
So yeah,
if you want.
So with the so I've got the 3.5, and I still have so many jobs where I still need the 3.5 to get through garages, and it's only 1,500 watts. So I'll probably just keep the roof off it. Sorry, WorkSafe. And then WorkSafe doesn't like my Crocs or my roofless. Yeah. But the so.
Yeah, I reckon that's a good idea, man. If you leave it with the roof off, a lot of times you just use it for those jobs, because you are doing a lot of residential. Then that's perfect for it. Yeah.
I only do residential.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So like, what I'm spewing about is I've probably had that Crocs got to go. Nah, bro, you got to go. Nah.
He loves his Crocs that much.
Life, man. Steel caps are for girls. I'm so comfortable because of my Crocs. I can say whatever I want. You're gonna hurt yourself. Yeah, but they're just toes, bro. Toes are gross. Who cares? It's all right. I can go without feet.
You know what I found with Crocs when I was younger, a few years when they were a big fad, I was wearing them. I used to trip over all the time because the rubber would just like get stuck sometimes when you're walking. I used to always trip every time, man.
We've missed a couple of comments. Hang on.
Oh, TerraPro saying WorkSafe will be out in numbers, especially after last week. Yeah, that was in Kilmore, man. That's not far from home.
Yeah. I saw that. So it was like a trench that collapsed or something.
Trench collapsed on one of the civil sites.
Bad, bro.
That's bad. So yeah, I don't know if everyone's heard that, but yeah, we had a unfortunate
Yeah.
death this week.
Yeah.
Somebody passed away in a trench. Obviously not using shoring and that. And it's funny because that day,
What was that? Was that what that was? There was no shoring and all that other stuff.
well, apparently they're saying there's no shoring and all sorts of stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know. This is what I read in the news, but who knows what's true?
Never
Yeah.
get in a fucking like,
It's
bro.
funny though. If anyone was watching my live the other day, we were having this issue. The young boys kept going in the trench, and I kept telling them,
Really?
I don't know if we should be in there, man, because it's above your like waist and shoulder height. And I kept
Don't
going
do
in,
that.
boys.
Yeah.
And then the safety guy came and said, "Can you start using the shoring?" So we started using the shoring. So it's just people don't think, they just want to get the job done, but they're not actually thinking. Yeah, yeah. TR sorry saying, if you get a tilt rotator, you don't have to actually go in. Yeah, yeah.
That's a
Well, you
little
never
bit of
know.
a dick thing to
Yeah.
say. I don't.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, you know what? With the tilt rotator, I suppose. Yeah. But the only thing is, you can't. You still got to lay the pipes in that, man. You still got to go in. So someone's
Yeah.
gonna manually still have to go in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Direction.
Uh.
Okay. Shane's saying it was looked to be entangled in some sort of drill rig. Guessing direction drill. I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
There's so much shit that you get asked to. You know what's crazy though as well? Like I'm essentially a solo operator. It they've made it so hard to be profitable and do the right thing. And like I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything there. I'm just saying
Yes.
every
Yes.
other week, like the levies got. I just saw the EPA or the waste levy or whatever went up again, and I'm like, well, there's going to be more tipping. There's going to be more bullshit.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like the things that they do and the changes that they make often just make shit worse and more difficult. Like there's no way, like you can't do crossovers now. You have to have full traffic control, everything, whatever, even if it's like not a non-arterial road, and like you have to have it. And not that I do those, but like someone
Yeah.
was whinging to me about that, and I just was like, yeah, well, how would you bid that? Because there's always going to be some guy who does the wrong
Yeah.
thing and underbid you, you know.
Yeah, I
So
think that's a very good point because they want you to smash jobs out, and then you have to crunch your price so much that you can't afford to be there longer than you have to. So then you start taking shortcuts. It forces you almost to do that.
yeah,
It's hard,
literally,
and
man.
then if you want to do the right thing and put the price up, you don't get the job. So it's like, how do you win, man? How do you
Yeah,
win?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've started saying to people that like want cash as well with jobs. I just don't do that.
Hmm.
Oh, can we do a portion of it? No, because it's all got to go. Like I've got loans, man. It's all got to go through the books. You know,
Yeah, I
maybe
think cash
when I'm
nowadays.
70 years old
Yeah,
and everything's paid off, and I'm still been working or still alive. You
yeah,
know, like,
yeah,
but yeah,
maybe.
I don't.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, maybe then. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, it's just I don't.
Yeah, yeah,
Please
no.
no.
Oh God. Yeah,
Shane and Brett are going back and forth.
yeah, the conversation
Yeah,
about wristies. I don't know what's going on. All I hear is wristies. Oh, I
yeah.
hope they're talking. I hope they're talking about steel wrist here, not other
I think
things.
that's
Yeah,
what they're talking about.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Rotators.
let's make sure that's exactly all
Yeah.
we're talking about is yeah, steel wrists. Um,
Oh God.
yeah, no, but like yeah, long story short, like I just I think I'll keep the 3.5 because I've also got the little mini crusher thing. I bought the little Tiger Bite little whatever
Yeah,
it is
yes.
crusher and
Tell us about that too, man. Yeah, tell us about the Tiger Bite. So you got it. Did you? Wait, before we go any further. So I was at DDT. Did James tell you what we
yeah,
are gonna do? I
yeah,
told you. Yeah, we're
yeah,
at DDT. He's like, take a photo and say that you're gonna take it on his behalf. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make a video and say, yeah, thanks for this new machine and all that.
yeah.
And then
But you're
I
going
was like, no,
to
I
use
won't.
it now, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I won't do
No,
it, man.
they
Yeah,
no, they're good boy. I like them a lot actually. Those boys, they're nice.
yeah,
I I really want to talk about what you guys are talking about in the
yeah.
comments, but I don't think it'd be a good thing for the podcast.
Oh, hey, don't worry, man. We'll say whatever. Don't worry. Hey, well, tell us about the Tiger Bite, and then we'll go to World War Three. Go. Let's hear
Yeah,
about it. Tell us.
yeah. Talk about my crush over. That's first,
Yeah,
then World
crush
War
rate.
Three.
Then
Yeah.
World War Three. Yeah. And
Should we get Brett to jump on because he's got military. I think
yeah,
I think he's in the Girl Scouts. I think or
something like
yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
But tell us about Tiger Bite, and then we'll invite people on. Everyone can talk about what's going
yeah,
on.
for
Yeah.
sure. sure. Yeah, no. So I borrowed the crusher from those boys, and I was so impressed with it. I got one myself, and
Yeah.
yeah, literally, my plan is again, like, you know, if there's certain jobs where there's like concrete to take away, or bricks or rubble or anything that's like sort of will fit in that. That's why I got the little hammer for the 3.5 as well,
Yeah.
so I can downsize stuff at home and put it through the crusher and just make gravel. So yeah, so my plan now, because I've got the TL8, I've got the skid steer, I've got the so yeah, the posi track and the 306 will be probably primary things, and then yeah, the 3.5 will just be like a yard dog. But it's also like little things, like I don't have to bring a machine home to put an attachment in the truck if I've forgotten it. I can just put it in with the, you know, with the small one, and then I can rent that out too potentially, as well with the crusher. So
Yeah.
that's sort of the plan at the moment. And then obviously like potentially looking into a hook truck one day, but yeah, like I don't think I'll get onto that super quick, but I think it'll be like
It's just
in
there.
the pipeline. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you know. So the boys are going on. Do you just want to jump in? I want to talk about this shit.
Oh,
I've got land in
oh,
Mexico. Let's go.
let me get back here a little bit and read these comments.
Yeah,
Hang on.
yeah.
Hold
Read
on.
it out. Read it
Oh,
out.
wait a minute. I don't want to get in trouble. So the boys have started. While we've been talking about the crusher, they're starting to talk about World War Three. TR Society is saying we might be going back to war. Terra Pro said, please no, who's going to install wristies? So he was talking about steel wrists.
Yeah.
Brett was saying, when I come back from deployment. Atacama said, do you reckon World War Three? Everyone's saying it's getting sketchy. Yeah, on the government. What else is there? Hang on a second.
Everything with Israel and Iran's pretty full on, bro.
It
Everything
is,
that's
man.
happening right now, they're throwing rockets across borders. And there's
Yeah,
people in like nice apartments filming
yeah,
bombs. Like
yeah.
and the Ukraine's still going on and everything.
It's all happening,
Yeah,
man. We're too
it's a
busy in
lot.
Australia, but Australia, we don't believe in wars. We're busy having barbecues, busy working on our businesses. We're all there, mate. Go up and get YMCA cranking. Oh my god, YMCA. That's it. Yeah. Everyone's saying count me in, count me in. We're all going in, are we? Oh,
Count me
Atacama
out,
said.
bro. Fuck
Atacama
that.
said he's got land in Mexico. We're all welcome to go there. Well, there you go. We're all going to Mexico. It looks like, yeah.
Yeah, by sea, or we'll
I
take
don't.
the diggers.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we have to get there somehow. Brett can actually steer the boat. He can. He'll get us a boat, and we'll all just jump on.
We'll
Oh,
just have a 20-tonner at the back with a steel wrist and a rudder.
yeah,
Just
that's have a spinning on have a spinning
yeah, spinning the prop.
as a prop. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
You couldn't do this with a normal excavator, I hope you know. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
know.
right.
We all fucking know.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. The world, it's gone nuts. The world has gone nuts.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, man. I'll tell you what's gone nuts. Actually, I'm gonna talk about something totally off here, but I've noticed it and it pisses me off, man.
Yeah.
So recently, I drove up to Sydney a couple of
Yeah.
times, and while I drove up there, I stopped in at some of the service stations to go have a quick leak. And I go in there, and I noticed one time I walked in,
Are they that
standing.
quick at your age?
Hey,
Sorry.
yeah, it takes you a while. Yeah, to get safe for it. No, I walk in there and I'm at the urinal. A guy turns up. He's got a phone in his hand, so he's looking at his phone, looking at Instagram, whatever. Gets
What?
everything out with one hand, the other hand does what he
Oh,
needs to do, puts it back in, takes off, and he's still on the phone while he walks out. And I'm like, hang on a second, did I just see that? Then the next stop, someone does it again. Now I've taken notice. So every time I go toilets in a public toilet, I see who comes in the urinals up to the urinals, and there's, people are on their phone. They're that obsessed they can't let go of the phone for a minute to have a leak, man. Like they have to be watching something
yeah.
while they're having a leak. So I want to know one,
But how
how do
else
they
do you
do?
film it if you don't have your
Yeah,
phone in your hand?
that's right. How do they do the job properly? But how do you get it all out without getting it all over yourself? How do you?
I
I don't
normally
know.
just I normally just drop it and kick it.
Single-handed, man. You see it on the
Yeah.
phone. Why can't they get off the phone for 1 minute, man? Go do your leak and then get back on. I don't know. And they don't even wash their
Sydney
hands. They
Rockwell
just
said
like,
he's watching Earthworks Hub. Yeah, go on.
yeah. He's watching Earthworks up. Yeah, that's right. Sydney
He's
Rockford.
glued,
The people are
glued to
glued
it.
to the phones, man. And I'm like, can't you seriously just leave the phone for a minute? I can't understand that. There you
Yeah,
go.
dude. Um,
Oh,
I don't know if you can.
I
Yeah.
can't read that one. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just I don't know, man.
Actually, I
These guys. Does anyone
saw
else do
someone at
that?
the servo
Yeah.
yesterday, I think, and I like yelled across the servo. He had the windscreen wiper squeegee thing. He's like washing his fucking car.
Oh,
He's on the door panels. And I
I've
was like,
seen that. I've seen it before too, man.
you
People are
can't do
nuts.
that.
Yeah,
Just go to
people are
the car
nuts.
wash.
Oh man. And you know what? Yeah, speaking of surveys, you know what pisses me off the most? The other day I pulled up and I'm about to go in, and this guy comes in front of me, cuts in front of me, goes into the servo, pulls up in front of the only diesel tank that they've got. Or they had two, but the other one was taken. Pulls up, gets out, goes inside to buy himself a coffee. He doesn't even get diesel. And I'm
That's
waiting
rough.
behind him, and I'm like, are you freaking serious,
Yeah, that's
man? Go pull up
rough.
in the car park, man. He just leaves it there. No remorse, no care factor. Comes back out, sees me waiting there. So I've given him that look like, mate, I'm fucking waiting because of you here. And he just doesn't care, gets back in his ute and just takes off. And I'm
No.
like, park in the parking, man. It's all empty. Just go in there. And he stops at the
I
pump.
think you should be allowed to like go get the valve out of one of his tires and just
Yeah,
let him.
yeah.
If you need to fill the truck and the servo doesn't have a working toilet, I won't fill the truck. I'm giving you $1,800 if you can't provide a toilet. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
bro. Yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah,
That is true. Yeah, I,
yeah.
I just hate people like that, man. Yeah, you should be able to let their tires down because it's like,
Oh,
if you're not getting diesel or fuel, just park in the normal parking and let us get what we need to do, man.
it's
It's
so,
crazy.
dude. That's like my wife. My wife has to run like she sees my temperature going up.
Yeah.
She's like in shopping centers when people just have a chat in the fucking middle of the way. I'm like, and it's like when people are walking and they don't do mirror checks over their shoulder, they just cut you off.
Yeah.
You just want to smack them, like, it's get out of the fucking way, like.
Yeah,
And
man.
I'm the worst. I'll walk through and I'll go, oh, just stand in the way, that's fine. And they'll like look at me and be all shocked, and my wife gets so like embarrassed
Yeah.
and so angry, and I'm just like, I don't care. I don't fucking care. It pisses me off.
Yeah. I'm done with shopping centers, man. I went there yesterday and I said to my
Bro, I
wife after
hate
that,
them, bro.
never again.
I
Never again,
hate
man.
them. They're my
People,
wife's happy place. They're like, it's like torture for me.
yeah, people are bumping into me. I'm looking at all these guys. I'm getting disappointed in
Dude,
society looking at some of the people
shopping
floating around. I'm
center
like,
car
what the
park.
hell?
Shopping center car parks make me turn into Ivan Milat,
Yeah,
like dead set.
I
I
swear, man.
fully want to kill everybody. I get so cranky.
Yeah,
I get so,
I'm
it just,
I'm
bro.
done, man. Shopping centers, I hate them. Absolutely
Yeah,
hate them, man.
yeah. I don't know. I think all people suck mostly. I think like
Except for
the
me, yeah. Yeah,
huh?
except for me. Yeah, except for me.
Yeah, yeah. No, you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
said to customer? I said there's not that many bad people. They just move around a lot. They're just really,
Oh,
really, really mobile.
oh god.
The boys are now talking about stockpiling diesel and toilet paper. You guys are dickhead.
Oh,
Who knows how
we're
to
back to the World War.
make Does anyone know how to make the dodgy diesel?
Oh,
I've got a couple
yeah.
of acres. We should get some tanks
We'll have
going.
to start, man. Yeah. You know what? I hope it doesn't go to shit because then people are going to start pinching diesel again, and that's not good, man. Toilet
So we
paper, toilet paper. Yes.
yeah, 3-ply for sure. The you know what I will say, I can link it to you or whatever, but if you look up on Amazon 4G security camera solar powered, you can get for like $200 or $300 a security camera that sits, you can mount it anywhere you want, and you can go to Terra Pro Servo's toilet to get the toilet paper. No, Shane's gonna crack the shits.
Yeah,
um,
literally. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
You'll need a steel wrist to get rid of that
that's
shit.
the one.
No,
Yeah,
like
the Amazon camera. You're saying, yeah.
yeah. So like for a couple $100 you can get just on Amazon you can get I've got a couple. I'm gonna test them out on a job soon because I just want to leave everything on the side. I don't want to have to like keep running shit home every night.
Yeah.
So for my that's my thought anyway.
Yeah.
Like my thought is I don't want to run I don't want to run full security vandal this and guards and everything else, but we might have to start doing that again if people are going to start doing
Well, I
it
reckon. Yeah.
again.
if they do start increasing prices and that, yeah, definitely you'll see theft will start coming up, man. Diesel theft, anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Boys are having a laugh. I wish I could have the comments come up on the on my
On the
final
replays,
on the
yeah.
replays. Yeah, I'll tell you
That's
what.
what sucks. That sucks the most. Like you can't have live chat come back on
Well,
Insta.
this could lead me to what I was gonna say at the end, but maybe I'll say it now.
Oh,
Well, we've
oh,
actually
was this
gone.
your OnlyFans you were telling
Hey,
me about?
yeah, very similar, man. Very similar.
Oh,
Very similar.
do
That is
I get
one
off?
that,
I'll get off the.
one that I could have. Yeah, I could have went on that way. But I was talking about a membership program over the last couple of weeks, and I'm going to drop something next week. But I'm going to be having. I'll tell you guys now in advance. So whoever's on will get advance notice. How's that? Basically, I'm going to be starting a Patreon. I've already set it all up.
Yeah, nice.
And it's going to be a members only program, and there's going to be different tiers. So actually, if anyone wants to, you can go over there now. I'm not releasing it yet, but you can actually start looking at it now. It's already up and running. It's in beta mode, so I haven't gone and told too many people about it yet. But you guys will be the first to know. But yeah, Patreon is going to start, and then that will mean I'm going to start being able to give you guys better experiences, man. So I'm going to have group chats. So, like for instance, now Instagram only allows 2, 3, 4 people, and
Yeah,
then as soon as you put 4 people on, it starts to struggle. It blurs out. It's always a nightmare. So I'm going to start using a different program, and then have up to 10 guests at a time. And then I was thinking, we can have panels, we can have like panel discussions and all that. So, but to do all that, I've obviously got to get some funding in that.
yeah,
So that's what
yeah, for
I'm
sure.
doing, man.
So
Yeah, man. So.
what software will you use there?
For that, I'll be using probably Riverside.
Okay,
So that'll be either Riverside, and I've got some other stuff that I'm working on. But Riverside is probably the main one I'm going to use. So I can have up to 10 guests, and I can still have audience members coming in and watching.
that's sick.
But I'm going to make it that it's all members only, though. So
Oh, I'm just looking at
yes.
your Patreon now. Geez, that's expensive, man.
You reckon? You reckon? Yeah. Hey, don't say that. A lot of people will believe it.
No,
Oh.
it's very well priced, I think, for what it is.
Yeah, I think you know what I didn't. My biggest fear was that, and I'll be straight up with everyone, man. My biggest fear was I don't want to lose people. I don't want people to go, oh, fuck, I'm not going to pay for that, man. But if you look at the time I put in this, and for me to be able to put more time in it, I need some sort of funding. You know what I mean? Some
Yeah, yeah.
support, man. So I do get my obviously my sponsors and that, but it's not a massive amount, man. So
No, no.
for me to focus on this and be able to do really what I want, then what's JJH saying? Yeah, he really doesn't like Riverside, obviously. We're going to the World War.
No, they're talking
Yeah.
about protesting. They're talking about diesel riots and protesting. I
Oh, okay,
think the
yeah, yeah.
boys are on the beers on a school
Oh,
night.
oh gosh. Anyway, so that's a little bit of a drop. So
That's
for
sick,
anyone that
dude.
wants to, Riverside, the song. He's talking about the song, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So look, I'm gonna put out a little video explaining why I'm doing it and all that in a bit more depth.
yeah.
But just so you all know, and if you want to, you can go on there and you can start supporting now if you want. So you can all go in and do that, and it's all tax deductible because really, if you look at it, it's a Earthworks. It's a business site, so you could really claim it as a deduction. So
I thought you were going to say
there you go.
because they're supporting someone who's disabled.
Yeah,
No.
that's right. Well, yeah, if I have to sell it that
Please
way,
help me.
yeah, yeah. If you ask some people, they might agree. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But
Yeah, no, like I think that's sick. I think there's a lot of podcasts that I've subscribed to their Patreon and shit, man. Like because
yeah.
you can do like bonus episodes, but also you can do like you can always release the bonus episodes like 6 months later or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
So you
well,
still
I've
have
got
content, but
that's the
people,
plan.
you know,
That is the
yeah,
plan.
and,
Yeah.
and you can have like I like the idea of having like are you gonna maybe do like a Discord or something like a chat?
As well, I have a chat in there. So look, I'll give you a quick rundown. You've got a chat group in there now. So I've set up chat groups because Patreon does their own chat groups, similar to
Yeah,
Discord.
sweet, yeah, cool.
So you'll have at different levels will be able to access different chats. But I've got for example the first tier you'll have a general chat, then you'll have maintenance matters, mental matters, marketing matters, so all different chat groups relating to different things. Then you'll
Yeah,
have the Insiders Club, which means you get a bit more influence on the show. You might be able to be a guest sometimes, give us some input. You also get the Insiders Lounge, so only the insiders can chat with each other. You get bonus content. So I've already loaded up some bonus content. If anyone wants to go watch that on my Patreon right now, I've got bonus content of the what do you call it, behind the scenes of when we filmed the Higa kidnapping, when we kidnapped Trent from Higa to find out where his prize winner is. So I don't know if anyone saw that reel, but if you haven't seen it, I've got the behind the scenes. We filmed ourselves doing that. So that's a good laugh if you're going to look at that.
I like
So
that.
I'm going to have like that. So for the next level, for the tier 2, you get to see all behind the scenes, me setting up a studio, all things that I film, bloopers, a whole bunch of stuff that I don't usually post, which means more work for me because now I've got to edit that stuff and include that. But it is what it is, man. But and then it's going to be training sessions, webinars, all sorts of stuff in each different level, man. So yeah,
That's sick, though. I like that, bro. I think that's a good way to go.
yeah, I think that's the way I'll have to go. So on Spotify and all that, you'll probably just get audio only versions of the podcast, and then to get video, you'll have to be a member. So things like that. And on the second tier, you also get, if you look at it this way, on the second tier, you get a free business listing on the website. So really, the price of what you would pay to list your business almost sort of covers most of the fee to become a member. So it's like 2 for 1. So it works well. Anyway, that's what I tried to do. So you'll see. Anyway, if anyone wants, go check out Patreon. It's up and running. It's in beta mode. I've still got to add a few things, but you can also start already if you want to start jumping on, guys. There you go. So these
That's good, dude.
shows, I'm going to start slowly moving across to there. So we'll be doing it through a different program, and then it'll be better, look, clearer. We can get up to more guys, do panel stuff. It'll be good. It'll be good, man.
Yeah, I think that's sick.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you.
You know what you
All
could
right.
do? You could still stream it live, but you could put a phone looking at the screen on Instagram, broadcasting the 10 shot.
Ah, I
Do
like
like
that. I like that.
do a Sunday night sneak preview, only get half an hour of it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to look at
Then
doing because
you can like watch you just turn your phone around and like look at the screen.
yeah, I
Casting.
will do that. Little glimpses of it, so people get a glimpse. So I'll still keep doing these for a little bit, but slowly phase them out.
Jack
And
is
then
out of order, bro.
oh, what are they're saying the casting couch will be sticky.
Bro.
Oh boy. Oh.
ADM goes, imagine the smell.
I've had a few guests on there, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
All good, bro. I think that's sick. I've been really crap at social media lately, but I've obviously got the new machine, so I'm a bit more inspired to do it. I'm getting like, I don't know if you remember this shit, but Brett, no one should bring the blue light. We shouldn't talk about it anymore.
Yeah, that want to see what's on there,
Yeah.
even if you don't know.
But yeah, ignorance is bliss, bro.
That's right.
No, like, do you ever get this, like, almost like a paralysis, like a social media paralysis? Like, you've got too much stuff to, like, you know what I mean?
I have meltdowns. But Atacama's brought up a good
Make
point.
sure you
Right? A little
activate
bit.
the fine trim option on your 306 menu if you feel the machine too jerky with the electronic joysticks. Atacama said that. All right, I'll have a look tomorrow. Fine trim option.
I feel bad.
The fine trim option's normally just what I do. No, it's definitely not.
That's the fine trim option here.
No, I final trim like Michael J. Fox sitting on a paint shaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No, the
Poor Atacama's the only one doing like talking responsible here.
he's the only one giving decent advice, and he always does. He's always anytime I've spoken to him, he's given me very good advice. Yeah, I am taking your advice very seriously. But yeah, no, Ivan, do you get that? Like, do you ever get like?
I have meltdowns.
Bro,
I have massive.
I've got like 4 or 5 jobs I haven't even posted yet because I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's my life, man. I have massive. Ask my wife and kids, man. They see me punching the computer when things aren't uploading, biting the mouse, throwing stuff because I can't do things because I just want it to upload so I can move on to the next one. And it's just like nothing works, man. It's just I get meltdowns, and I've got like all these videos I still haven't done from DDT, man. I'm still posting stuff, so there's all It's just how it is, man. Yeah,
I've got a company that I do some stuff with, and they like edit a lot of my stuff and do things, but it's expensive, so it's like it's got to be really good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well they'll post that, and then I'm like, all right, so what can I post? Just bullshit, like you know. But then like I have friends of mine. I'm just like, dude, just post like the coffee you got today and say something because like you just need to do like You just need to post something.
Yeah.
But then, Atacama, I know that code. Thank you, man. He's given me the service code for the cat service menu. I've also, he was saying that's how you disable the beeping, because like with the cat, it has a beeper and you can press it for off, but every time you move, you got to press it again. I just went and unplugged it. I got so sick of it immediately. I just unplugged it. Same with the Yamaha, I've just fucking unplugged it. So if someone wants me to have the beeper, I'll go plug it back in. Like I just immediately just fucking
put on a squawker, man. They're the best.
It's too annoying.
Yeah.
I even was calling Josh at Cat and bitching to him that the hitch noise was loudest. But actually, Atacama, do you know how to get rid of that hitch noise? Because actually,
like
when you control the quick hitch, bro, it's so loud, man.
Yeah.
If you don't immediately get another bucket on, you're just sitting there, just do it from the menu. It takes 2 seconds. Really? Okay. I might call you tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
Tape on the speaker.
I've done that. Tape on the speaker. I've done that.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a guy come out. I was doing the job. My Kubota had 2 beepers. They had one in the engine bay and one hidden underneath the cab in the little compartment.
Oh, like a safety, if you get rid of the engine one.
Yeah,
that's
so
brutal.
it beeped twice, man. And I remember I was doing the job down, doing some streetscapes.
Can you shut up?
Hey?
He was like, "Can you shut up?"
Yeah. He came out and he's like, "Are you serious, man?" He goes, "I've been hearing you beep up and down all day." He's like, "Please turn it off, man." So, okay, if you can work it out, you tell me. So we disconnected one, couldn't find the other one, and then we finally found it under the cabin in the little compartment. So we
Cheeky
taped it up, man.
bastards, bro.
So loud, man.
Man, yeah, no, I just, yeah. So Atacama, you reckon you can do the quick hitch, squeaking, screaming shit? You can do from the menu, okay? Yeah, I might call you. I might call you tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't override for that. Yeah, I wonder if they would. Yeah, I don't
Well,
know,
it's
maybe,
a quick hitch. I suppose it's a software thing too, right? Like, because what if you didn't have that?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, like everything's got an off. Like it's like with my stupid Prado, the seatbelt alarm, dude, or the Ford one. Everyone I know when you hear ding 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 ding, you're like, you got a Ranger,
yeah.
There's just nothing you can do about it.
Oh, you can't.
Stupid noises, bro.
You can't.
Anyway, well, when you up this way, come and have a look at the.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd love to have it come up for it. Yeah, we'll see how we go. I'll see how I'm going in the next week or so. Maybe I'll come up.
I'm in Sunbury for the next 2 weeks' work. I've got one or two things up in Kyneton, but then Sunbury is my next couple.
Awesome. Cool. All right, cool, man. No, I really appreciate you coming on. Like I said, I just wanted to pick your brain, man, and you actually said everything I was going to ask you about it. Exactly, man. It's like you knew anyway. So no, you did really good, man. I appreciate just to tell us how you thought about things, because a lot of guys look at buying machines, and it's good to hear what other people think about when they buy. So it's good.
We've had about 3 comments from Atacama, Marshall, and ADM. Charlie, buy some boots before you hurt yourself on site. Thanks, Dale. I will. I'll tell you what, I'll do your deal. I'll buy boots, but I'll wear Crocs in the machine, like you said in your comment.
Yeah.
ADM, he just wants the best for me. He's a very nice bloke.
Yeah.
And then the other guys are saying that the hitch thing is a feature. It's not a feature. It's migraine-inducing bullshit. Is what it is. And I'm going to call the owner, John Cat, or whatever his name is, and I'm going to give him a fucking earful.
Yeah.
I'm sick of his beefy shit.
Yeah.
I hate my new machine. Don't buy it. No.
Don't get one, just because
I love it, bro. It's so nice stuff, right, bro? It's so comfy. I love it. But yeah, and if anyone's wondering, with attachments and some of the stuff, it was around the sort of 150K mark for everything.
Yeah.
But I think they had the 306 priced a bit cheaper than normal. But everything was sitting around like 110 to 120 ish. No, it's all in the computer, Brett. There's just no adding a receipt. It's all digital. It's all in the computer. I'm not smart enough for that shit.
Yeah.
It's
We'll fix it up.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty much what the price was. Like I was at, I think the sign writing was I think about 4,000.
Yeah.
Or 3.5 or something. The bucket kit was a better part of like 20 grand. I think a bit more than 20. But that's also a couple of hydraulic attachments in there, and one of them was a breaker for another machine. So
Yeah.
maybe more like, I don't know, 18 roughly.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the extra ease of use stuff, it put another, like, what was the interest rate? Cat's more expensive with the phone. Yeah, so I couldn't get the cat financing because I didn't have 20% to chuck down on it, man. Like I was, like we've spoken about a few times with this, like I'm trying to keep as much like actual money in the bank as I can. So I just got it financed through like a private financier. I think we had like mid sixes from memory. Like we got a pretty good rate at the moment.
Yeah.
But like with everything else, like I'm just trying to I plan to pay it all off maybe a bit before the loan finishes. But you know, my math is, and what made me buy the machine, we didn't really touch on this much, but if the machine, it's more than this, but let's just say it was $2,000, I was spending about double that on subbies with that size machine, like pretty much every month for the last like few months. So in my head, I was like, well, it's going to make me twice as fast. I'm not going to have to pay for those subbies. So it was sort of a no-brainer in that respect. But obviously, like, yeah, like you just gotta like look at your numbers in and your numbers out. Hey, like, you know, I'm keeping up, you know, and the business is growing, but like this is definitely like the last big purchase for a while. But this is like, I said this to my wife, this is probably like, if I could start again but with all my clients, this is the setup I'd probably have. Is like a 6-tonner, a posi, you know, the truck and the tag. The other stuff's a bit of a bonus, but like ultimately, like I will use it, you know. So yeah.
Oh, good. And thank you for sharing the numbers too, man. I know a lot of people are reluctant to share numbers now, so thank you. Thanks for doing that, man.
You can wet hire it as a 7-ton. Yeah, you can. That's exactly right. It's not a 5-ton rate; it's a 7-ton rate. But it's hard because I also try and do big project prices. So I sort of just try to get myself a certain day rate. I try to just hit a certain rate every day on site. But yeah, you can wet hire them as a 7. That's true. That is a good point. Yeah, for some, I don't know why. I think they're 3-tonners, like nearly 4-ton, and like cats, just everything's more heavy than the stickers.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. I might buy a 307.5 sticker and just put it on.
You just make it so everyone definitely knows it's not what it.
There's nothing on there other than my shit at the moment. There's no cat. There's nothing. It's just all me. If you want to see the cat logo, you got to go in the cab. That's or in the engine. Yeah, that's about it. But
for anyone that doesn't know, go on to Little Bear Earthworks, and have a look at his reels. The latest reels have got the machine up on there, so go check it out.
Yeah, there you go. His 301.8 is 1.9.
Yeah, it's almost 2 ton, man. Yeah, it's just odd numbers. Yeah.
Terraflow got the Cat 302.7. Yeah, I was looking at when I looked at my Yamaha 3.5, I was looking at the 302s, but they were I think the track was wider than the 3.5 than the Yamaha that I've got. And then right after I bought it, Josh from Caddy goes, dude, we're bringing in the 2.7 with the retractable track. And I was like, you asshole. I just bought, because I wanted something that had the smaller tracks, because most people have the 1700 wide machine.
Yeah.
And my little one is 1500. So anyway. Yeah. So I'll probably sell it Yamaha and get myself another little cat maybe one day.
Hey, get all out cat then. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool, man. I'll start wrapping it up there, man. I thank you once again for coming on and sharing everything. Hope you get the most out of it. That you know, I mean, like you spent big bucks on it now, man. So hopefully it does what you want it to do.
Someone hire me.
Yeah, everyone. Hire me, please.
Thanks, Shane.
It looks good. Yeah, it does. It looks really good, man. Really good. And everyone's saying that. Yeah, TerraPro's saying it looks really good. Well done. Well done, man.
From Shane, that's good. His truck, I don't know if you've seen his new the truck stickers he got done. Looks so good, dude.
It looks good, man.
Yeah.
It looks good. Yeah.
No, I think that's it is a big part of it, like just that little standout stuff. But yeah, it's easy too, because my logo, my little shovel bear logo.
Yeah.
That my son, he loves it. He's just like, when he saw the new Digga, bro, he was just like, oh, a new shovel bear Digga for me, for home. I was like, yeah, bro. So the 3-year-old got like the best present ever. Yeah, he thinks it's the coolest shit ever, because he can just fit in the cab and like the cab's so big, he can just kind of be all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I've got to figure out how to turn off the travel levers though, because he tries to hold them to like hold himself still, and he's in between my legs. So I'm like, no, that's not going to go
No,
well.
no.
But
Man, yeah, you'll work,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
And
100%.
TR Society is saying, Brett from TR Society is saying you should be proud of yourself too, man. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
That's so true, man.
I am very proud of my debt. Thank you, Brett. No, thanks, man.
Oh man,
Yeah, yeah,
good. No, I'm sure it will suit you well, and you're on the right track too. Like you say, that is a good combo, man.
yeah,
Having
yeah, man.
those machines definitely
Well, because I got the
is a good combo.
tag as well, so I can put the posi on the tag, and I've got the 306 in the truck. It's a pretty good thing. Unbolt them more room. Yeah, only professionals unbolt those things, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen Shane's cab. He has no hand levers. He's all
yeah,
feet.
yeah. Even there's another
In and
guy,
in and out
Brett.
of trucks as well, bro. He's
Yeah,
ballsy.
there's a few guys that have taken them out now. Yeah, true.
Dude, that scares the shit out of me, man. Getting out of a
Yeah,
truck, bro.
yeah,
Yeah. And because I can't turn my machine in the truck, and the only way it can fit in is facing forward, I've got to back out.
yeah.
It's terrifying.
One false move and
Oh,
that's it.
bro,
Yeah.
terrifying. Shane loved it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I might. Shane, I remember Shane did that video where he got a bunch of good comments, but he got a bunch of assholes as well. Just going like, oh, when he was like loading his truck and he had to put some stuff under it to get the ramp under.
yeah,
Bro, I was thinking of you, Shane. I can put one ramp up the side and one ramp underneath, but then I can barely get out. But if I put both ramps underneath, I can kind of slew the machine around just a touch because it can be in the middle, not like right up to the side. But if
yeah.
I don't get that placement bang on, like because they have to sit like that, if I don't get that exactly right, it hits something under the undercarriage and the ramps won't go in.
Oh,
And I was like, I was thinking about that video that Shane did. I was just like, bro, this fucking truck Jenga bullshit.
yeah,
It's like within this, it's so nothing.
yeah.
So yeah,
And there was nothing worse when you've set everything up, got your machine in the truck ready to go. You got to slide the ramps in, and you're like, "Fuck, for 10 mil, I got to take everything out again."
well, the door doesn't shut because the ass is too far back.
Oh man,
It's like, you asshole.
yeah,
Yeah,
the joys, the joys.
yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, you start physically trying to push a ramp under a machine that weighs a few tons versus just get in and move it. You're
Yeah.
like for like ages. Yeah, stupid. Bit of ply will sort you out. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's the move.
That's the one, man.
Big
That's the
bit
one.
of ply. That's all you need. Yeah.
Oh man. All right, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining. I'll say goodbye to you now,
Yeah,
and then
bro.
I'll say goodbye to everyone else in a second. I'll say might as
Oh,
well leave it
Marshall,
once. You can hang around.
can I ask Little Bear, is that your nickname? Or no. So my son's called Teddy. He's the
Yes.
Little Bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's how it came about.
I'm the big
Yeah.
bear. Yeah, no, it was yeah. My son's called Teddy, and everything's like for him. So I just named it Little Bear, and I think it's a cuter name than like a very alpha name,
Yep.
and I think it's like a little bit more accessible for some people that are a bit like not used to tradies and stuff. So but yeah, but now I get to do like cool raps and cool merch because we've got a little bear. so
Something
yeah,
different, man. Yeah. It
yeah,
stands out. It does stand out.
but yeah. My nickname is Shagger, so I don't think I could have had Shagger. No, I'm joking. So,
Oh man.
yeah, fat
Yeah.
Chinese eyes. That was taken by someone, I think. Fat Chinese eyes at work.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
It probably is, man.
yeah, swollen Asian digging.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. Yeah, I got no class on that. Like I just went for something cute. That was
Yeah.
the
No, it
move.
does. It works, man. It works.
Oh yeah,
All right. To everyone, thank you very much for joining us this evening. If you haven't already done so, make sure that you like, subscribe, follow, share the shit out of this to everyone. I've seen some people just joined recently, so sorry we're
yeah.
gonna love you and
Bit
leave you
late.
so quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, a bit late, but yeah, no, we're on here every Sunday. If you didn't hear earlier, I was talking about my new Patreon. It's not actually fully released yet, but by the time I edit this and put it up, it probably will be.
yeah.
So if you want to go out and check out my Patreon before everyone else does,
Do you like
um,
full frontal male nudity?
that's the one, mate. That's the one. Yeah, you
Yeah,
see more than we usually see.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Earthworks chub.
that's the one, mate. The other version, yeah, exactly. Yeah. OnlyFans. Oh man. Oh yeah, no, go across to that, have a look. It's in beta mode, so you can still join or subscribe, whatever. But I'm going to be putting more and more stuff up on there slowly, and eventually we'll be moving across to that. So anyway, good to get on early. All right, guys, thank you very much. I'll let everyone go, and Charlie, I might even see you, man. We'll see how we go. I'll see
Yeah, come
what
up and
happens
see
this
me.
week.
All right.
All right, man.
Good talking to
Take
you.
it
See
easy,
you guys.
guys.
See you,
Thank you.
mate.
Thanks for joining us. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
for tracks obviously on the lot.
He became steel wristed.